That is what we have studied. Yeah. Hari, can you able to say, Hari, what you have studied in last class? What is the necessary conditions required for photosynthesis, Hari? Are you there?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, to speak. Tell me.
Sir, we studied about necessary conditions for photosynthesis.
For photosynthesis. That is what we are studying now. We will study very in detail today. But what is the necessary conditions? You tell me.
Sir, it will be only occurred in summer, sir. Daytime.
Daytime, not in summer. Only in sunlight, not in summer. Is it okay? So the photosynthesis reaction. Okay. What is the first conditions, Mari? Let us discuss it one by one in detail. In last class, I have told you that carbon dioxide is one of the necessary condition. Water is one of the necessary condition. Next, sunlight is one of the necessary condition, and as well as chlorophyll is another necessary condition for photosynthesis reaction. Correct or not? So the presence of carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll, and sunlight are the necessary for the process of photosynthesis to take. Correct or not? So the photosynthesis cannot occur in the absence of any one of these conditions. Yes, sir, I will provide three, sir. I cannot provide one. Means in the sense of photosynthesis will never be carried out. So if the photosynthesis wants to carry, then these four conditions should be applied. Then only it will be carried out, and then only they will produce the food. Do you understanding that? So now that is why we will describe how these leaves of the plants get carbon dioxide, water required for making food by photosynthesis, and what are the role of chlorophyll and sunlight in photosynthesis. Do you understanding? So how they are getting the carbon dioxide as well as what? Water. And what is the role of this chlorophyll and sunlight we will discuss in the today's class. Do you understand, Mari, Hari?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So let us discuss what is the first one, Ra? Carbon dioxide, correct or not? So please keep heading. How the plants obtain carbon dioxide? How the plants obtain what? Obtain
carbon dioxide.
What is the formula of carbon dioxide? CO2. Carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. What is that?
For photosynthesis. Sir, the carbon dioxide comes from our released that, sir. Yes, sir.
Where it is getting from? From the ground
or sir, air.
That is what. So that is, you listen first. So as we know that carbon dioxide is present in where? Present in our atmosphere. So the plants take this carbon dioxide gas needed for photosynthesis from the air. From where? They will take the carbon dioxide, CO2, from air they will take it. Do you understand, Hari? Take CO2 from air, but from air also, how they are taking? Is it any special part is present in the leaves? How it is absorbing? That is what we should know it. So let us discuss now. As we know that this photosynthesis, whatever the carbon dioxide is required for this photosynthesis, they will take from the air. So now the plants take this carbon dioxide gas from air through the tiny pores are present, which we used to call as stomata. We should call a tiny pores. Understanding means a small holes is present on the leaf. So if you take the leaf, so on the leaf it is having a understanding a tiny pores is present. So the tiny pores, maybe some leaves both up and down, and most of the leaves having only bottom surface. Do you understand, Mari, Hari? Only bottom surface. So
yes,
this
sir.
tiny pores is only called as stomata. What do you call? Stomata, stomatal pores. Do you understand, Ra? So
yes, sir.
Present on the surface of leaves, maybe upper surface and lower surface, or some leaves having both the surfaces, and some leaves is having only at the bottom. So we used to call this stomata is present. Stomata is the singular one. So if you take the stomata, understanding the singular form of stomata is stoma. This is the plural form. Understanding? So stomata is a plural form. Plural, because hundreds of holes are present. So what is the singular form of this one? Stoma. What
stoma.
Stoma. Please remember this. So singular form. Very, very important. So singular form of stomata is stoma, and plural form of stoma is stomata. So through these pores only, the carbon dioxide gas will be absorbed by the leaves from the where? From where, Hari? From
From the atmosphere.
The atmosphere. Now, how these cells are present and how it is present, I will explain you now. Listen, these cells are covered by one more type of cells called as God cells. What we should call?
God cells.
You understanding? Now I will show you the picture. You please try to understand. So now you can understand very, very easily how they are absorbing the carbon dioxide. Have you able to see this, Mari? Please. So this is called as God cells. What we should call? This part. Have you noticed it?
God cells.
Mari? So this middle part, this
Yes,
is
sir.
called as what? This is only called as stomatal pore or else open stomata. You can see open stomata. And this surrounding by this, we have some kind of a kidney bean shape. That is only called as God cells, curved shape. What we should call? God cells. Do you understand, Ingra? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, middle, have you noticed it? A green color substance is present. Here a green color substance is present. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That is only called as, what we should call that green color substance?
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast. So chloroplast is present where? You can say God cells.
In the God cells.
In the God cells. And in the middle we have some open pore. So hole is open. So gas will go inside. Now you can see second picture. This is closed stomata. This is open stomata. And this is closed stomata. So now stomata is closed. So the God cells will become what? Straight. Have you noticed it? They will become straight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And here the God cells will become open like this. You can see. Now they are straight. Closed. Now open. Closed. Open. Closed. Closed, open. Do you understand, Mari? So while this opening and
Yes,
closing
sir.
only, the CO2 will entering into inside the leaves for photosynthesis reaction. Do you understanding or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Hari, Mari, take this screenshot. This is open stomata.
Okay,
So
sir.
open stomata means carbon dioxide will go inside. Correct or not? Same way, oxygen also will come outside after the reaction. Now here closed stomata means no gas will enter. No CO2 will enter. Do you understand, Igra? Do you understand,
Yes, sir.
Hari? So this is what we can say that. So this stomatal pore is covered with a pair of cells. What is that cells called as? What is that cells called as? God
cells.
cells. What we should call?
God cells. In the God cells, there
Yeah.
is a
God
there are
cells. So
chloroplast.
inside God cells we have a chlorophyll. That is what chloroplast. That is we will study. So now, so observe very carefully. So these God cells, they have been, this stomata is surrounded by a pair of God cells. How many God cells? Pair of God cells. That is
Pair
what
of
we have
God
to know.
cells.
So pair of God cells has been present. Pair of God cells has been present around this stomata, or we can say that what? Stoma. Stoma means what?
Stoma.
Singular one.
Stoma.
Stomata means plural form. So
Plural.
the opening and closing of the stomatal pores in the leaves is controlled by the what? God cells. So either it is opening
God
or
cells.
closing. Everything has been controlled by Humra, like a security guard.
God
so,
cells.
Mari, your home or somewhere security guard is present. What he will do? If you want to open the gate, who will open? God only. Correct or not? If you want
God.
to close your door, if you want to close your gate, God, security guard only will be like that. If you want to open these stomatal pores in the leaves, then and if you want to close this stomatal pore, who will be controlled? Only God cells will
God
be
cells.
Do you understand, Hari? And these God cells, whenever they don't want to take the carbon dioxide, they will close this stomatal pore and they will become what? They will become straight line. Do you understand? And whenever
Yes,
they
sir.
need, whenever the photosynthesis reaction will take place, by the time they will open. So by the time the God cells will turn into which shape, Ra? Which shape? Curved shape.
Curved shape.
Curved shape. That is what you have to remember. Is it clear, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Ask me, please. Do you understand or
Yes,
not?
sir, I can
That
understand.
is what.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
this is what how the carbon dioxide gas will be absorbed by the plants. So the stomatal pores always closing and opening for allowing the carbon dioxide, and also oxygen also after photosynthesis, oxygen also will come from that holes only, that pores only. So this opening and closing of stomatal pores in the leaves is controlled by a pair of cells called as what? God cells.
God cells. God.
So each pore is having a pair of God cells. Each pore is having what?
Air of God cells.
God cells. So the carbon dioxide gas present in air enters through these leaves of a plant through the stomatal pores, stomata or stoma or stomatal pores. What we should call? Stomatal pores.
Stomatal
Everything
pores.
is sir. Understanding? Stomatal pores. Everything is same. Do you understand, Mari?
Yes, sir.
Stomatal pores. Understanding? Present on the surface and utilizes that carbon dioxide for which reaction, Ra? For photosynthesis. Do you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So the oxygen gas which is produced on the leaves during this photosynthesis again goes out also. Carbon dioxide will be in through this guard cells, means this stomatal pores, and same way oxygen gas which is produced after the photosynthesis also what? Goes out. What is happening? Goes out.
Goes out.
Through again what? Through stomatal pores only. Do you understanding, Ra? Through stomatal pores only. So that is why the gases exchange of the leaves like carbon dioxide and oxygen will be takes place with the help of whom, Ra, Hari? With the help of stomatal
God
pores.
cells, sir. A
Understand?
stomatal portion.
So stomatal pores which has been controlled by God cells. So the stomatal pores of these leaves open only when, Ra? Only when two times. One is when carbon dioxide is to be
Carbon dioxide inside.
taken in and our oxygen is to be released, otherwise they will be remains closed or open.
Closed.
Do you understanding? Either carbon dioxide is taken,
Yes, sir.
or oxygen has to be go out, understanding, take out, then these pores will be open, remaining always they will be closed. Do you understand, Ra? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Prinjicha Puriyala sollappa. That is.
Yes, sir. I can understand,
Inside
sir.
this God cells,
Yes,
who is
sir.
present? Inside this God cells, who is present? Chloroplast.
Inside the
Chloroplast or chlorophyll? Chloroplast. So that chloroplast.
chloroplast.
Only contains what? Chlorophyll. Do you understand, Ra?
Yes,
Hari?
sir.
That is the first condition. So that is
Yes,
what you
sir.
have to understand. So this is what the structure. You have to draw the diagram, Mari. Do you want to show it again?
Yes, sir. I will take.
Yeah. You take the screenshot.
I'll take the screenshot.
Yeah. Please, all of you take the screenshot.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we start? That is what. So now, what is the second condition, Hari, Mari? First condition, carbon dioxide is over. Next what? Raw materials only you should say first. Second condition.
Next is water, sir.
Water. So water, where it will come from? You can keep. How the plants obtain water for photosynthesis? How the plants obtain water for water for photosynthesis. Do you understand,
Yes,
Indra?
sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
No. Let us
Sir.
discuss. So as we know that water is coming from where, Hari? Last class I have already taught you. Water is coming from where?
Roots, sir. The hair, roots, the hair, sir.
Roots. Correct or not? Roots to leaves it has been transported. Now you listen. How the plants obtain water for photosynthesis means the plants takes the water needed for photosynthesis from the soil. From where they will take?
Soil.
From the soil. But how, sir? Roots are present anywhere, somewhere inside the ground, and leaves are present at the somewhere the branches. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So, sir, how it is possible means in the sense of you will study in the class 10. So all the inside we have a system called as our drainage pipes we have a called as xylem vessels. What we should call? Xylem vessels, which has been connected from roots to the leaves. Which has been connected from what? Roots to the leaves, like water system. Do you understand, Mari? Like water.
Yes, sir.
Water transport system. I should not say now about xylem vessels, but these are the like a connected tubes. How it is been connected? Our drainage pipes is been connected like this, correct, Mari?
Yes, sir.
So like this, throughout the plant, like this xylem vessels has been connected. So the water has been pumped from soil to the leaves by the process called as osmosis. What we should call, Mari? Osmosis.
Osmosis.
Class 10.
Osmosis, sir.
But now not required. Do you understand? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Only how to remember just xylem vessels. Process and all you will study in the class 10. So if you take here, they will take the water required for photosynthesis from the soil. Now, the soil contains some water in it, correct or not? So water present in the soil is absorbed by the roots of a plant and it has been transported to the leaves through the vessels. Vessels means like a pipes, like a drain pipes or else
Yes, sir. Xylem.
tubes. Yes, tubes which run like interconnected pipes throughout the roots, stem, branches and leaves. Everywhere, branches and stem and leaves, everything from the roots to the branches and other stem, understanding stem, branches, root and everywhere they have been connected like a vessels. So that vessels is only called as xylem. What we should call? Xylem. So through this xylem only, water has been transported from roots to where, Amari? Roots to leaves. You understand? So here they have been connected. They will be connected like our drain system. One pipe after one pipe, one pipe after one pipe. They have been connected. We'll study very clear information regarding xylem in class 10th first chapter. Okay. So there have been interconnected pipes throughout the root, stem, branches, and leaves. So the tiny pipe-like vessels which will transport water from the root to a plant to its leaves. That is only which to call as water. Xylem. What we should call? Xylem. Very, very important. Note down the definition of xylem. Again, class 10th will come, but you have to know that now. Because who will carry water from root to the leaves? By a
Xylem.
Understanding? By a pipe-like structures, connected pipe-like structures called as xylem. And this xylem is called as what? Pipe-like structures. Right?
Pipe-like structures.
Right. A tiny pipe-like vessels. A tiny pipe-like vessels, vessels,
Vessels.
vessels, which transport water,
Water from the root to the leaf of the plant.
water from the roots to the leaf of a plant. Roots to the what? Roots to the leaves.
Of the plant.
Of a plant. Roots to the leaves of a plant. Leaves of a plant is called
Xylem.
Do you understand, Ra? Note it down.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Understand, Mari? So, and also
Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
our body you take. Our body, we people require so many minerals like iron, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, so many minerals also required for us. Correct or not? So many minerals. Yes or no? Yeah. So the plants also need minerals like us because they are also living organisms. So the plants also need minerals to make food and the other carbohydrates also, other than carbohydrates. For example, plant needs nitrogen for their growth and minerals to make proteins, nitrogenous minerals for make proteins, because food should not only contain carbohydrates. Correct or not, Mari? Continuously eating carbohydrates will cause a sugar patient. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So the food which is made by the plants, it also must contain the other substances other than carbohydrates, because plants will make water. Majorly they will make what? Glucose only. Correct or not? Glucose means what? It is under which kind of food? Which is under which kind of food?
Sir, carbohydrates.
Correct or not? So other than carbohydrates, we need proteins and etc., fats, vitamins and all. So these vitamins which is required for production of other substances, like for example, if you take nitrates, nitrogenous substances which will helpful in production of proteins. What will help? Which will production? To make what?
Production of proteins.
Yeah, they will useful. Understanding useful in what? Proteins. So these proteins also useful or not our body? Proteins also one of the most important food. Correct or not? That is why. But these nitrogenous substances, how they will get? They cannot get from the soil. They cannot get from the air. Only through the soil only they will absorb. Do you understand, Hari? Through the soil only they will take nitrogen. Understand? So the minerals are present in the soil and they also be transported to the leaves. So these minerals, how they will transport? Directly is it they are transporting? No. They have been dissolved in water. What will happen, Ra? They will be dissolved in water present in the soil and they will be transported with it. So that is why we can say water and minerals which are present in the soil are absorbed by the roots of a plant and transported to its leaves through the interconnected like pipe-like structures. What we should call, Ra? What we should call them? Xylem vessels present throughout the roots, stem, branches and leaves of the plants. Do you understand, Mari? Hari?
Yes,
That is what? Write it.
yes, sir.
Write it. Plants also need minerals to produce food other than water. To produce food other than carbohydrates. For example, what? Nitrogenous substances to make what, Ramari? To make proteins. You have to remember that. Other than carbohydrates. So, water and minerals. Minerals present in the soil. Present in the soil are absorbed by the roots. Present in the soil are absorbed by the roots and they have been transported to where? Roots and transported to its leaves.
Through
And
xylem.
transported to its leaves by a pipe-like structures. What is that called as? Leaves through the inner connected pipe-like leaves through inner connected pipe-like xylem vessels, which is connected throughout the xylem vessels present throughout the where they are present throughout the plant or particular plant present
Throughout the plant.
throughout the plant. Like roots, stem, branches and leaves. Do you understanding, all of you? Good. So this is what about the second condition. I hope you understand very well. Any doubt, Mari, in this?
No doubt, sir. All clear.
Yeah. So now observe very carefully. If you understand this, then third one is most important. What is that?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll in photosynthesis. See, this till now we have studied how they are obtaining, understanding. So if you observe this heading, how the plants obtain carbon dioxide and how the plants obtain water. Now, chlorophyll is already present inside. So now that is why we can say, what is the role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis? Do you understand, Mari? Hari? Right. The role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis.
Yes, sir.
The role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis. Can you able to say what is this role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis?
Sir, it gives color pigment to the leaves, sir.
I'm not saying that. It is a green substance which is already present in the leaves of the plant. So presence of the chlorophyll, what it will make, I mean. They will make the green to looks what? Leaves looks what, Mari?
Beautiful.
Beautiful not. It will make the leaves looks into green color. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
It gives the pigment, sir.
Yeah. So they will make the leaves looks green. That is the first thing. So the chlorophyll which is present in the leaves of the plants make the leaves look green. And this chlorophyll, what it will do, Ra? It will absorb the sun, understanding, absorb the energy. Absorb the energy from where? Absorb the energy from
From sunlight.
from sunlight. That is what you have to remember. So from sunlight. So that is why you can see that is the main role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis. So the sunlight energy absorbed by this, understanding, this chlorophyll, and it is used to combine carbon dioxide and water in the green leaves to produce water. To produce
Produce
what?
pigment to the leaves, green
They
color.
produce what? They will produce carbon dioxide and oxygen. Carbon dioxide and water. It will combine like a bond. The sunlight, whatever it is absorbing by this chlorophyll, it will combine the raw materials of carbon dioxide and water. So if they will combine, we is to get a product. What is that? They will form the glucose, or we should call it as, what is that? Carbohydrates. Understand, Ra? Food, Ra, Mare. So the role of photosynthesis, the role of chlorophyll in the photosynthesis means it will absorb
Sir.
energy. What will do? Absorb.
Sir, doubt, sir.
Yeah, ask me.
Sir, carbon dioxide and water only, no, sir, will give the product as glucose,
Yes,
no, sir.
but one is coming from air, one is coming from root, but their combination should be takes place, correct? Both should be react, correct? So who
Yes,
is
sir.
reacting? This chlorophyll absorb the sunlight. That sunlight will combine the two. Do you understand? That is the importance of chlorophyll. Do you understand, Mari? It will absorb energy from sunlight, and this energy, what it will do? This energy will combine what, Hari? It will combine
Carbon dioxide and water.
to form what it will form?
Food.
To form glucose.
Glucose, sir.
Or we can
It
say
is a
that
carbohydrate.
That's all. Do you understand, Hari? That
Yes,
is the
sir.
importance of chlorophyll.
Yes, sir.
So if no chlorophyll is present, what will happen? Carbon dioxide and
Yeah.
water is still present, but no combination. That energy is not sufficient. Suppose you see, Mari, you want to close your hands, you have to apply some energy, correct or not? If you want to
Yes,
break
sir.
something, you have to apply some energy. Same way, if you want to combine this carbon dioxide and water, some energy should be applied to make them combine. That is what that energy is obtained from where? From sun. By
Sunlight.
whom? By chlorophyll.
By
You
the
understand?
chlorophyll.
That is
Yes,
what
sir.
the role of chlorophyll in photosynthesis. Do you understand, Ra? So that is why you can observe.
Yes, sir.
Photo means light and synthesis means combine. What is the meaning of photo means? Photo means
Light.
means light and photosynthesis. What is the meaning of synthesis? Synthesis means combine. So combine of what?
Combine.
Combine of CO2 and water. Do you
Combine
understand, Ra? Combine of CO2
Yes,
and
sir.
water. By whom?
Because of sunlight.
Yeah, by whom? Because of light energy.
Chlorophyll.
Light energy by which is absorbed by the chlorophyll. That is what the function of chlorophyll in photosynthesis. Do you understand? But you cannot write like this. That is why you
Yes,
should
sir,
write in the form of statement. Right. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy Chlorophyll absorbs light energy from where? Hurry. From sun. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy from sun and supplies this energy to the leaves and supply this energy to the leaves. For whom? To the leaves. To the leaves. To enable them to carried out. What is that? Carried out which reaction? Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. By what? By combining whom?
By combining carbon dioxide and water, sir.
CO2 and water. Do you understand, Hari?
By yes, sir. By chlorophyll.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
So please write it. So every leaf where the chlorophyll is present, you already know it, correct? Where they present? I have already taught you.
God cells.
Inside the God cells. Now, if you want, I will show you the structure of a leaf also. How the God cells are present and how it is present and all. God cells, where it is present and everything. I will show you the structure. Structure of leaves, we can say. So please, all of you observe that class 10th. I think if I will be here, I only will teach you, correct? So very clearly we'll study by that time. Just you should know just how the leaves are present now. This is the structure of leaf, bisectional structure of leaf. Understand, Mari? So here you may observe, this is everything. This is called as what? This everything is called as what? Dots. This every dot is called as what? Chlorophyll. Understand, Mari? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Here we have air spaces also. Here what is happening? Air
Yes, sir.
spaces.
Vacuum.
Carbon dioxide will store. Do you understand, Ra? Carbon dioxide
Yes, sir.
will store, which is required for photosynthesis. That's all. So this is what the structure of leaf. We will study in the class 10. What is this upper layer? What is this one? What is this one? What is this one? Everything, each and everything will study in the class 10. Now it is not required for you. Is it okay? Because just we are studying what is the use of chlorophyll. Correct or not? So the inner structure of leaf, understanding how the chlorophyll is present, that is all we'll study in the class 10, the same picture. Is it okay, Mari? That's all. So this is what we can say. Understanding chlorophyll is present in every leaf of a plant in the form of hundreds of tiny structures. That is what we should call it as chloroplast. What we should call it? Chloroplast. Understand?
Chloroplast.
So this chlorophyll is present like hundreds of chlorophyll is present as like a tiny structures. The tiny structures of chlorophyll is called as what? Is chlorophyll is called as
Chloroplast.
CHLORO, chloroplast. Please note it down. Understand, Mari? This is the third
Yes,
condition. What is the fourth
Sir, one
condition?
doubt, sir.
Ask me.
Sir, like photosynthesis, we are telling that photo means light and synthesis
Speak
means.
loudly.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sir, in photosynthesis, we are telling that photo means light like that and all. We are telling no, sir. Then chlorophyll means how, sir?
Chlorophyll is a substance name, Mari. Photosynthesis is a reaction, complete reaction. Chlorophyll means it is a green color pigment. But what is the just simple meaning of photosynthesis? I am saying it is a combination of two words. Correct or not?
Sir.
Photo means what? Photo means light. Do you understanding? And synthesis means combining. So combining what? What is the meaning of photosynthesis? With the help of light, combining the CO2 and oxygen, CO2 and water is called as photosynthesis. That's all. Understand, Mari?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The meaning of photosynthesis. Understand, Mari?
Yes, sir.
Clear? That's all.
Yes, sir. I can understand,
But
sir.
you cannot say chloro means chloro, and next is chlorophyll, fill plus chloro. You cannot say that is a single word. But photosynthesis is a combination of two words. That is why. Okay, Mari?
Okay, sir.
Now coming to the last one, the role of sunlight in photosynthesis. The role of sunlight. Can you able to say what is the role? Just now I said role of sunlight in photosynthesis. So now chlorophyll is present. Oxygen, water is present, carbon dioxide is present, but no sunlight. What will happen? What will happen?
No protection, sir.
Chlorophyll cannot absorb the sunlight. If not absorbing, no combination of CO2 and oxygen, CO2 and water. Correct or not? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So the sunlight will supply the energy for the food, making the process called as what? Photosynthesis. Correct, Anna?
Photosynthesis.
So the sun
Yes, sir.
energy is captured by a plant leaves. What is that? With the help of whom? How they will capture
Chlorophyll.
energy? Chlorophyll. So the sunlight, what is the use of sunlight? Sunlight will supply what?
Sunlight.
Supply energy. Understanding? Supply energy,
Yes, sir.
which is required for
Energy
what?
to combine,
Which
sir.
is,
Combine
yeah, which is
carbohydrates
required
and
for
water.
combining, understanding, combining CO2 and H2O. H2O for what? For carry out
For
H2O.
carry out glucose.
Carry out
Food.
photosynthesis reaction. Do you understand, Mari?
Yes, sir.
Photosynthesis reaction, which is absorbed by what? Which is absorbed by whom? Absorbed by sunlight. Sorry, chlorophyll. What is that?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. That is what. So from this is what the importance of sunlight. Yes or no, Hari? Now,
sir.
can you able to say, in this earth, is there any food which will manufacture without sunlight?
No, sir.
No. That is the point you should write. Right. Since all the food on this earth, since all the food, every food is made up of water.
Every food is made up of sunlight.
Yes, that is what you have to remember. Since all the food on this earth is made by, since all the food on this earth is made by, since all the food is made by utilizing water, utilizing
Sunlight.
sunlight. Therefore, sun is the what? Therefore,
Sun is a energy.
yeah, therefore, sun is the ultimate source of energy for all the living organisms. Correct or not? Ultimate source of sun is the ultimate source of all the living organisms. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That's all. So this is what the 4 conditions required for it. Understand? And activity is to prove that necessary conditions and all. We'll study in class 10th. Each and every condition we'll study one activity. So that is by the time you will learn. Now it is not required. So this is all about the 4 conditions necessary for the photosynthesis. In that, how they are obtaining carbon dioxide and water, and what is the role of sunlight and chlorophyll in the leaves. These are the 3 things, 4 things I have discussed. I have taught you today, and we have discussed it today. So with this, I will stop. This is all about the today's class. Is there any doubt? Anybody, please ask. Do you understand?
No doubt, sir.
Clear?
No doubt, sir. Clear,
So,
sir.
yes.
Yes,
So if
sir.
you understand this well, then next class we are going to study